Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go again with Johnson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans. Here's Clark. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 33-yard line.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On this first down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key. Wait till I. Wait till I.
18. Back one.
From the gun, Rodgers. Rolling right. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
50. You block up. 18. 26. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving.
Third and long for Rodgers. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down for Aaron. Catch made right side by Wilson.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
2 yards.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
He'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Doing there, they made sure he would not get free.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
You ain't never been the casket on the west side, up in Alcare. You ain't never been the golden guy. It's in the day. You ain't never been the sport clothes, sliding with your bed. I ain't never been the skate song, 'cause it's set tomorrow. I'm a pack of cornflow. I'm a
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler 1st down. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
18. Hey, 88. Clear, Mike.
Rodgers to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Throwing, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Trying the left side, it is Johnson. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. He weasels it in around the 5.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll go play action with Darnold. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and that will lead to a second down. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on second down. Darnold. That one is complete to Hardman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. That one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On play action, here's Darnold. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Second down, Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line and in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Seahawks. For Sam Darnold, career touchdown pass 99. He's one away from 100. but that's number 1 as a Seahawk. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will take a 14-6 lead. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Rodgers on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be third down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
Jaylen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line. From the pistol, here's one. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Walker. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run it with Walker.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
38-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Rodgers. We'll look underneath here for Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. It's 3rd and 4.
Hey, you block over here.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
319.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
On second down, a run with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The middle, it's Walker. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
First and 10. Darnold to throw. And he gets that to Hardman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. He'll push forward here down to about the 27 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a fourth down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend the stride.
It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. When I can put you either big or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the right now.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down for Aaron. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That has played good for 22. That's a Steeler first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Play action now with Rodgers. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, He recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
58.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And now it's fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
Chris Boswell.
Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Steelers are back within 5.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run the toss with Walker. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Brings up second down.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Hunt brings it in left side. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play for Seattle, 37 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
It's second and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On second down, it's Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers.
Seahawks field goal.
This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. His kick is good. He got it. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On play action, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game? That's a 2-part story. Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here.
He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Darnold to throw on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Seahawks 20. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give to Charbonnet. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd down, they go with Walker. Walker, first down and more. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Here's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. Slot man in motion right. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and long. Now Rodgers. This one up top for Dobbs. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers got a touchdown throw 504, but number 1 as a Pittsburgh Steeler. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to look deep. Going to Kupp. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's Darnold again. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Towels waving, Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To throw again is Darnold. That one caught. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut the deficit to 7.
Seahawks, 27.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Yeah, Mike, and that should just about do it. They do have one timeout, so if you can get some stops, use your timeout. Theoretically, you can get the ball back. Not going to have a lot of time. Probably going to need a miracle finish.
On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
34-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
It is third and long. They'll go again with Johnson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. Woo! A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Take a shot. Downfield, looking for Kupp. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your me, click. What's up, Bodie? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by about to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some Jono. VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do. You and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him too.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Slapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey.
Living on the edge and finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink. But I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Time flies, so don't blink twice.
You on